Very good afternoon, bringing you the very latest from the studios in Colombo. This is News First Lunchtime News Bulletin on MTV Sports. As always, let's start off with a look at your headlines. Investigations launched into the questioning of Visharadhananda Malini at the Kuwait airport. Over 5,000 million rupees spent annually on the importation of fruits. US Senator John McCain says United States should lead an international effort in Syria through airstrikes. Take a look at the stories in detail now. The Ministry of Agriculture says that a sum of more than 5,000 million rupees is spent annually on the importation of various fruits.
Speaking to News First, Secretary to the Ministry Vijayawardena Sakalasurya said that a large amount of foreign exchange is being spent on several kinds of fruit that can be cultivated at home but is still being imported. As a result, he noted that a program has been launched under several stages to strengthen the domestic cultivation of fruits that are currently being imported.
A child had died in the Kapale area in Kandalama after a wall collapsed on top of him. The police noted that the victim is identified as a 2-year-old. Our correspondent noted that tragedy struck at 9:30 last morning. The child, who was injured in the incident, succumbed to his injuries after being admitted to the Kandy hospital. The victim has been identified as Buddhi Shashendra Varnakulasuriya, a resident of Kapala. The post-mortem examination into the death was scheduled to be carried out this morning. Meanwhile, 2 individuals who had gone to clean a well in the Muddaragama area in Hirimaluwa, Meerigama have died. According to the police, the 2 victims had gone down to the well at around 9 last night. The police note that the duo may have fallen unconscious. One of the victims is a 48-year-old resident of the Veyangoda area in Maligathanna, while the other is a 57-year-old from Muddaragama. The Ministry of National Languages and Social Integration has decided to teach the Tamil language to 35,000 government employees during this year. Chairperson of the National Institute of Language Education and Training, Sita Vithanarachi, stated that the training will take place at the respective workplaces at district secretariat level. She went on to say that the measures were taken to educate 35,000 government employees on Tamil language last year as well. She added that these government employees undergoing training in Tamil were also granted a monthly allowance. In more local news, General Secretary of the United National Party Tissa Attanayaka claims that it is the government that decides the dosage of medicine to patients. Tissa Attanayaka expressed this view at a media briefing this morning.
They have asked to reduce the number of pills given to a patient with a flu to 10 from 18. The 84 paracetamol pills that should be given to a patient to take 3 times daily, 2 pills per meal for 14 days, has been reduced to a mere 20 pills. When the government said that they intended to reduce expenditure by 9%, that does not mean that they should reduce number of doses given to a patient. This cannot be viewed as cutting down unnecessary costs. Now they say that a patient with the flu should only be given 10 pills and not 18 as suggested by doctors. If this continues, how will patients recover? It is the doctor who should decide the dose of a patient. However, it is not the doctor who decided the medicine today. It is the government.
Vavuniya police have arrested 5 suspects connected to a large-scale timber racket in the Vavuniya Forest Reserve. Police stated that stocks of timber worth 6 million rupees were confiscated during 4 separate raids. The raids were carried out in Kalmadu, Ichankulama, Manarambakulama and Thonikal areas. Police stated that 2 sets of equipment used to cut timber were also confiscated with the stock of timber. Police stated that the suspects have cut down a number of valuable trees such as Burutta, Teak, Margosa and Palu. An individual suspected to have killed a leopard in Thandikulama, Vavuniya, and had sold a tooth of the animal for 6,000 rupees each was arrested when he attempted to sell the hide of the leopard. The police noted that investigations are underway to apprehend another suspect connected to the incident. According to the police, the 9-foot leopard had been killed 2 days ago. Investigations have revealed that the suspect had sold several teeth of the leopard for a sum of 24,000 rupees. The Special Investigations Unit of the Vavuniya Police had arrested the suspect when he was transporting the hide on a bicycle. Investigations into the incident are continuing under the supervision of the HQI of Vavuniya, Eric Pereira. Taking a look at one of our headline-making stories now. The Sri Lankan Embassy in Kuwait has decided to inquire from the Kuwait government regarding the search that was carried out on Visharada Nanda Malini and a Sri Lankan orchestra at the Kuwait International Airport. Sri Lankan Ambassador to Kuwait, CAHM Vijayaratna, noted that inquiries will be made from the Criminal Investigations Department of Kuwait in this regard. He added that the government's displeasure has been conveyed to the Kuwait Ministry of External Affairs in this regard. Meanwhile, Secretary to the Ministry of Cultural Affairs, Vimal Rubasinghe, noted that future steps in this regard will be taken subsequent to discussions with the subject minister T.B. Ekanayake. Speaking to News First, Nanda Malini stated that she was severely inconvenienced at the Kuwait International Airport. Watch our primetime news bulletin at 9 tonight for a comprehensive report on this story. Time now to take a look at some sports news. The second final of the tri-series between Sri Lanka and Australia is currently underway at the Adelaide Oval. Australia won the toss and opted to bat first. Sri Lanka gained the upper hand of the game in the 5th over of the day as Dilshan claimed the wicket of Matthew Wade. Shane Watson, who then paired up with David Warner, took the horse past the 50 runs mark.
You really have to rotate the strike and get singles. It's gone up in the air and the fielder had dropped back.
When the Aussie total was at 56, Shane Watson was run out for 15 runs by a direct hit from Pervez Maharouf.
This is going to be very, very close. The Sri Lankans are celebrating. Shane Watson doesn't look too.
David Warner, who posted a century in the first final, was unstoppable as he went to reach a half century. The pair were unstoppable as they both went on to amass centuries against the Sri Lankans. Australia posted 271 runs for the loss of 6 wickets in their 50 overs. Thank you for watching Lunchtime News today. Do log on to our website www.newsfirst.lk to keep yourself updated. I'm Punchani Edrasinghe. Take care.